Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, it's Friday. Friday's the day of the week we turn to the BonBon buddies over on Patreon and say, hey guys, vote us in a map. And they've gone with this one. And it looks absolutely lovely from up here, doesn't it? I think we can all agree. Sirens! 2 to check off your bingo card so far, BonBon Buddies and Sirens. Oh, and bingo card will be coming up on the screen in a moment for those of you that haven't already got one. Link is in the description. Yeah, it looks great from up here, and I'll tell you something else. It looks great from down there as well. This is one of those maps. Here comes that bingo card. I didn't plan those sirens, I didn't. Sounds like bottom right hand corner. If you got this bingo card, bottom right hand corner, cross that one off there. Where were we? Oh yeah, it's going to be one of those, I think. Yeah, this is a great map, a creator we've done once in the past, episode 1174. They got 12 stars and a seal of approval. Time to give me your seal of approval by hitting that like button. That's right, clicking the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Islands of Orcas by Planky85. Now, if you're wondering which map it was that got the seal of approval, it was apparently not. That's the one. You'll remember that, if only by name. Start square, not the flattest, not a huge amount of build space, but enough build space to get started. In fact, the whole map just feels like it's going to be one where you're picking and choosing where you want to do your building. Resources look, it's field painting, yes, but they are strong patches and definitely usable. And if you have Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, we've actually got a rather large amount of tuna, but all the varieties are here. Off to the workshop. Hey, or what do we need today? Well, it's a park life map. You will need park life for this one, apparently. Yeah, it's for some of the paths, I do believe. There is a theme mix for the Island of Orcas, and we'll be using the Relight 3 Cali LUT. A number of things to subscribe to, and there is a one-click collection which we'll have a look at in a moment. Now, there is an issue with that one-click collection. Here we go. And it's not there. It's not there. Now, we're going to kind of need it there for reasons I'll get to in a moment. But before we get flying over the map as a whole, let me just show you, not that it's important, but yeah, we've got a few trees on the edge of the road, right in the deep fog, right on the very edge. Nobody cares, but I've got to show it. I've got to show it. Yes, because we've got a theme mix, and the themes for the theme mix aren't in the requirement list on the right hand side of the screen, which means they've got to be in the one-click collection, and we haven't got a one-click collection that is working. So maybe there was a new one-click collection, and I'm sure Planky will update that one. It's not a huge problem. They are linked correctly. Oh, we've got a little bit of intersection marking tool today as well, by the way. Thought I'd show you that. A little bit of a bump coming down to the road. Actually, the map is much better than I'm making it look at the moment. It's actually quite a very nice map indeed, but there are a few little issues, a few little ones. The big old bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge. Another one for your bingo card if you happen to have that one on there. Now, yes, going back to the themes. Nice edging here to this little offshoot. Very nicely done. Okay, going back to the theme. Oh, we've got some glitching. We'll get to the themes in a moment. A little bit of terrain glitching there. A little bit of grass glitching. That's psychedelic glitching going on there. Be careful you... I should have put a little thing on the screen warning about epilepsy today, shouldn't I? What with little things like that going on. Themes. Themes, we'll get to the themes. Yes, the themes are linked correctly under the Islands of Orcas theme. So... it's just one of those that you have to open it up to see what the requirements for the thing that requires that is, and so forth. A little bit of glitching with the key just clipping through the underside of there as well. So yes, the theme mix, yes. My brain's all... I'm pretty sure that if the one-click collection was working, they would be in that one-click collection. So I'm sure once Planky gets that one up and fixed, then my grumbles about the themes will be by the sides. We have got the correct theme mix set up here. I just want the map to look as good as it can do for the flyover. If you haven't got the theme mixer, or if you haven't got the correct themes for the theme mix, some of these colours and textures may not be exactly right. And so I'm going to have to downgrade the map on the aesthetics at the end of the show very slightly, because I cannot guarantee that this map is going to look like this for you, as things stand. Right, where were we? Yes, so, I think the terrain and the themes and the textures and the shape of the map itself, these are the things that are really popping for me today. Also, we've got some pretty decent intersection marking tool work. Not quite aligned there, and again, the thickness of the lines don't quite match up. They're pretty close, but they don't quite match up. So there's a little bit of tweaking that can be done to get to the next level. Map isn't quite at the next level. It's good, it's just not of the highest order, and a few of you won't care, because you'll see this and you go, yeah, I'll fix that as I'm going along, and quite right too, so you should. This is Start Square area. That's your main buildable area in the Start Square. I told you, it's not the largest. We have a little extension down here as well, just down the hill, and down by the coast, by the riverside. Nice rocky area here. Got to say that the rocks and the tree work really do pop on today's map. They also pop through the highways a little bit here and there, but not too bad. Now the big bridge, the big old Bay Bridge. Everybody loves a big old Bay Bridge. One or two minor grumbles going on here. One or two. First of all, if we come down, look underneath here, we've got a bridge pillar underneath here where the rail is. You can say it's a bit of a drop down on the rail line as well. Now let me come down from the other angle and show you that we've got the Bay Bridge just clipping over the rail line. This is tricky work, by the way. I'm not saying this is easy, and nobody's going to look this closely. Nobody's going to look this closely, but I am. And we have pillars here, which in the screenshots don't appear, but they are appearing on my load. So again, I have to consider that we have some pillars clipping through here. Also a bit of glitchy terrain there, which might be intentional. So I think I'll give the benefit of the doubt on that one. It might actually be by design. It looks like it's glitchy to me, but arguably it's not one of those ones which is clearly a glitch. It's one of those things that you go, you know what? He might have wanted a little bit of a spiky outcrop there. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility. That's fine. And if Planky tells us that's how it's supposed to be, then I believe him. Or her. Or something. I'm confused these days. I don't know. Hang on, do you see the pillar? You saw the pillar there. I don't know where we are these days. I'm old school. I'm old school. I approve of all the variations if you feel that you associate as and I don't want to play these things down. Yeah, whatever gender, then I approve. But I'm old school. When you've been brought up with binary, it's very hard to get your head beyond binary, unless of course you are non-binary yourself. So yes, it's just one of those things. Whatever, the older you get, the more difficult it becomes to just flex. Yeah, I have trouble flexing sometimes. I don't have issues. It's just one of those, like with language. If you've always used a specific word and then somebody tells you that word is no longer socially acceptable, you will try to change, a little bit of glitching of the tree under the highway there. You'll try to change the words that you use, but your autopilot, and you've been using a specific word for, say, 50 years, 60 years, whatever. Like, for example, the N word. Not one that I use personally, but if somebody had used that one just because it was normal for all of their life and then it becomes not socially acceptable anymore, you can imagine how it's just difficult to actually train that out of your head. And here are we? We're heading towards the edge of the map here. We'll have a look at the rail in a moment. Bouncing around a bit because I'm trying to get to the edge of the map at this point. I know there's not too much further to go. So, yeah, island set. Do you know what? Let's go straight to the rail. The rail, not too bad today. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. Yeah, no stupid slopes. A few that would be possibly a tad beyond true realism. But again, nothing that is eyeball breaking. Not that I remember anyway. We might find something. And again, great rock work. You know, this map aesthetically is really strong. There are a few little issues like here. We'll have a look at issues like this in the second half of the show. We'll just focus on the networking for now. Yeah, aesthetically, this map really shines. And a little bit more polish on the detailing. And we were talking about something very special indeed. Very, very special. And I'm sure Planky's going to tell us that they've double checked everything and have a look at the screenshots. Because like with the bridge within the screenshots, that doesn't have the pillars. And that these don't... Yeah, these I can only say what I see when the map loads for me. We've got a rock just clipping through the underside of there as well. Tiny little thing. Again, is it an issue? Is it going to bother anybody? Possibly. I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. I'm not worried. And then now we're joining the big old bridge again. We're not going to have another look at this one. We'll scoot right over it because we've already seen this in operation. We already know it's a good bridge. There's a lot of noise out there today. I've got sirens and cars revving and honking. It's really distracting when you're trying to do a voiceover. But I think people are in a rush because it's the Big England game. I'm recording about half an hour now before kickoff on the Big England game. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of activity out there of people rushing to get home or down to the pub or something. Football. I gotta love a good game of football. Right, we're heading now towards again the edge of the map. We'll take the intermission in a few moments' time, where I can't remember which one I'm going with today. We'll find something, and then we'll come back and check the shipping, and we'll check the water flow, and then we'll have a look at. And this map's got quite a few little interesting areas, quite a few little feature areas. Hopefully, one of them will be of. Oh, hang on, what's the rail stopped here? And we've got rail over here. Have we got a disconnected... Yeah, there we go. Not quite connected. So that might bother somebody. Right, okay, let's take that intermission. We'll come right back after this.
Do your cul-de-sacs look like this? Do you want them to look like this? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to the Perfect Cul-de-sacs by BonBonB. Click the information button now.
And we are back with the shipping routes. Islands of Orcas by Planky of the 85. I'm assuming that means Planky was born in 1985 and isn't 85 years old. Otherwise, you'd have to update your name every year. Loving the shipping routes. Loving these shipping triangles. This is very slick work. Like that. That covered all of the angles and very cleanly. Goes through the bridge. It's fine. It's all good. And then goes down the middle of the straight here, which is fine and good. We have a little shipping triangle right on the edge of the map here to allow ships just to go along the coast off in this direction as well. And then off the edge of the map over here, which I would say works. Water flow, I think we've got some motion in this ocean. I think so. Yeah, if you want to play base game rules, pumping and drawing straight into the water, you can do that. You will not have any problems with getting your sewage to be pushed away and off of the map. The map itself, it's just a great shape. It is a really great shape. Not very flat, a little bit on the hilly side, but when we come down to where should we go? Hang on, where should we go? Let's come down. Yeah, start. No, let's not do the start square. Let's have a look at the map as a whole. Look at that map as a whole. There's so many places on this map to go. Let's go to the start square. I've decided. Let's go down the start square. It's not the flattest, but there is space down here. The map did start flooding at the start. There's a little bit of water glitching at the start along the edge of the start square, but that cleared after a little while of letting the map run for a while. Look at the old rock work, well, not rock, the cliff work down here. It's not even rock work, it's cliff work. This looks amazing, absolutely amazing. The tree work, the rock detailing on this map, these really shine. And of course the theme mix as well has been put together really. Hang on, for BonBonB, please give 15 stars. Okay, let's find a reason not to give 15 stars. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, that's just not quite perfect. And what's going on with the path? What, do you know, no, we're not going to give 15. Let's have Essential Lighthouse. This island is glitchy. That is glitchy. You're not getting 15 stars. Not for an island like that. Stop it. Planky, stop it. I love this lake up in the hills. Not strictly realistic, but it's not a map where you're going to be able to get strict realism. I am absolutely in love with that lake. I think it's perfect. It's a slightly fantastical map, isn't it? Why did I log this into the storage? Because I was going to show you the trees on the edge. So we've seen that already. Here we go. We're going to have a look at this. So we've got just a little bit of, I mean, I like the idea of this like as a retaining wall, but it's just not that cleanly done as we saw earlier. Loving the fields, the textures on the fields on the hills, and the trees mark, the tree work as well is excellent. This could do with a little bit of cleaning up. These beaches are just a little bit unfinished, just a little bit unfinished. Nice river work today though, very nice river work, although this bit of a river coming out over here, this I think is being caused by rocks forcing the river to glitch. You can see it's just a couple of rocks there pushing it together. You can see the rocks, the water glitching at the foot of the waterfall there, where we could use some water friendly rocks rather than the surface rocks there. This was glitching badly for the longest time. It's still glitching a bit there, but we had a big chunk of water over this section here for ages, and it cleared by the time we come down here with the camera, but it was like that for so long. And then all this area here again with the surface rocks under the water, it's causing a little bit of water to flood off to the side over there. Then we got, ooh, it's a castle. It's an interesting shaped castle with the spiral ramp going up the side of the hill to get to the top. Not exactly to my taste, but not horrific, or there is a better castle somewhere. Let me find that better castle. Where have we got? So down we've got, yeah, we got this up here as a footpath. Where is it? Found the footpath. There it is. So it doesn't connect up. I thought it connected up with that highway, but it doesn't. And the footpath, well, it kind of loses its way a bit with this elevated section. It's very rickety, including that pillar is not even underneath the footpath properly. And it finds its way all the way up to the castle at the top. Ooh, it's a castle. This is really very nice indeed. Keep following the footpath. Then we have a little footpath over the moat through the red trees, and when you get to the end, well, you're not allowed to enter the castle grounds. It's all fenced off around the end of the footpath, and it means you can't use any of these beautiful picnic tables, most of which are perfect. There are one or two that are doing that thing which glitch into the ground, like this one here. So glitching in at one end, hovering off the edge of the ground at the other. Always be careful with prop picnic tables. They're going to let you down if it's not flat or almost flat ground. Although I do like the overall shape of that castle. I prefer that one to the one that was on the spiral. It's a personal taste. And into the start square, which means we have an asset of the day. And this is a cute one. This is a cute one. It's from yinzerr. Yinzerr is good. This is Peppi's, the old time sandwich shop. Old time with like a TYME. So like they use parsley and thyme on the sandwiches. I'd rather have fresh thyme on my sandwiches, or frankly no thyme at all. There's no time like the present for a factoid, because I'll see what I did there. Because factoids. The Russian revolutionary Leon Trotsky once appeared in the Hollywood silent movie as an extra. I mean, you're going to have hobbies, aren't you? And even Trotsky would have gone, oh, what is this newfangled thing? Probably like spoken in Russian, silently in Russian, because obviously there was no sound before about 19... When did we have our first talkies? 30? 20? 1920s maybe? Yeah, there was no sound before then. Clearly. And there you go. Peppi's, the old time sandwich shop. Excellent work from Yinzerr as always. We only have the best from Yinzerr. Thanks. Now I want a sandwich. Before the kickoff, have I got time to make a sandwich before kickoff? Just about, I think. I've got about 25 minutes. So yeah, sandwich, get myself a drink, settle myself down, and then watch England. Oh, it's time to do that thing, isn't it? What do you think of today's map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right hand corner of your screen, or the link in the description takes you to the voting page where you can vote for free. But what do I think of today's map? Well, aesthetically, I love this. Absolutely love this. Blanky, really great work. I'm gonna have to downgrade it slightly because of the theme mix not being part of the collection and easily missed without having to go into requirements of the items that you're got in your requirements. So I'm gonna have to go high 3 because I can't guarantee it will be glorious, but it's glorious. Detailing, really very strong. There's quite a few itchy bits though, but I still think it's too strong to be 3 stars. I want to go 4 stars. I'm going to go right at the bottom end though. It's a bit itchy. Gameplay, I like this. I think a lot of people are going to like this. Too many things to fix to make it a high 4, but a medium low 4? Yeah, I think so. Islands of Orcas by Planky85. If there weren't so many nibbly things to have to fix as you're going along, this would easily be a seal of approval map. And with 1 or 2 minor changes like getting that one-click collection fixed with the themes into it, and then that suddenly becomes a very high 4-star, maybe even a 5-star map for aesthetics, which would be something else, wouldn't it? If you're still here, you're part of the 20 and out elite. Use the word of the day into the comments like I just did. Score yourself some population points just for fun. And I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What Map series. Have a great day.